Hey there, Jesse Moore, Biggest Street Properties.
And I'm Fred Boskus, also with Biggest Street Properties.
And no more videos with polo shirts. Oh, you have a polo shirt on.
I know, you're freezing.
I'm freezing. It's a rainy day here in Seattle area, Puget Sound. And we're going to try to talk about some things that get us more excited, like pumpkin spice lattes. Something. Rain does not get me excited. But there's something exciting that's kind of new and fresh and happening.
Yeah, Zillow made some changes to their website yesterday that's going to be interesting to see what the impact is.
Yeah, so what they've done is they've actually announced that they're going to be publishing foreclosure data, pre-foreclosure and foreclosure data on their website. So essentially what I did is I went into Zillow and I typed in my home address, and then as I pan out, it actually shows, Zillow's had a feature for a long time called Make Me Move, which it shows homes that are listed for sale on the multiple listing service as a red icon, meaning that they're for sale, or recently sold. They have blue icons for what used to be Make Me Move homes, and these are basically unrealistic sellers that were saying, oh, if I had to move, then you could get me to move for $600,000, even though my house is only worth $300,000. Well, now those blue icons also represent foreclosure homes, and these can be pre-foreclosure homes, or they can be foreclosed on homes that have not yet hit the multiple listing service.
And by pre-foreclosure, we're looking at houses that have had notice of trustee sales issued, and in some cases, notice of default, which is really interesting.
Yeah, and so this raises a few issues. One that I want to bring up right away is privacy.
Yeah, definitely.
The thing is, I mean, with this type of information, if you are currently in default, your neighbors now have the opportunity to find that out pretty quickly.
True. And I mean, while notice of trustee sale is a publicly recorded document and accessible through different means, the notice of default isn't necessarily something that's made public. So if this is really being put out there, that's a whole other ballgame.
Well, and I don't think what hasn't been done certainly on a free basis like Zillow is that it hasn't been mappable. It hasn't been searchable or indexed in a map format. And so now, if you go to Zillow, you can actually, let's say you're in default right now, go to Zillow, put in your address, and see if Zillow has it on record that you're currently in default or headed towards foreclosure. So that's the main issue. For me, is privacy. That's a concern. Zillow, they must have, reconciled themselves to this, and we'll see what the backlash is. Now, there are some good things for us as real estate agents. Certainly I'd like to reach out to these people and try to help them do a short sale versus getting foreclosed on. But even that is going to be an annoyance to homeowners.
Right.
They'll probably be inundated by realtors or real estate agents like us who, while we may have good intentions, it's still solicitation, and it's not always fun. And usually when you're in foreclosure or if you're headed towards a distressed sale, you're not looking to be, inundated with salesmen.
Right.
And then, so this is an interesting thing for us as real estate investors also. Now, I love this tool as an investor. I hate it as a homeowner. I love it as an investor.
Right.
It shows me now. Fred and I both have bought properties at foreclosure sale for the purposes of rehabbing them and turning them for a profit. And so now I can actually just isolate specific neighborhoods that I know I like, that I know will demand a higher price. But again, the sad thing is that these people, these homeowners that are going to show up on Zillow, this information is much more public than it used to be.
Right.
And so I guess here's the moral of the story and why we're recording this video is if you are one of these homeowners and you're finding that your information is now on Zillow, preemptively you could find a real estate agent and list your home as a short sale and keep some of the dogs at bay, if you will. There are good qualified agents in your area, I'm sure. If you live in Washington, please feel free to contact us. If we work in your market, we're more than happy to help you. If we don't, we're more than happy to find someone who can help you, and that is outside of Washington State as well. We can help you find a qualified short sale expert who can help you avoid foreclosure and keep some of the solicitations at bay. So there you go. Zillow is now publishing foreclosure data free in its searchable map indexed website. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.